Hey everybody, I figured let me do something different in today's video. I'm gonna take you along my leg workout that I'm about to do. And today's kind of a special leg workout for me because today I'm gonna do an 8-rep max. The goal is to do an 8-rep max on Bulgarians. And I wanna do them with 100-pound dumbbells. So basically doing 200-pound Bulgarians for 8 reps each leg. And I've been kind of like working up to this for about 8 weeks. I want to preface that because you don't just go to the gym and tell yourself, oh, today I'm gonna deadlift 500 pounds. No, you want to think ahead, like, all right, what's my goal? Do you want to deadlift 500 pounds or whatever? Then you think, all right, start with the end in mind, reverse engineer it. Where are you at right now? And then slowly get stronger over like 8, 12, 16 weeks. Another thing I want to point out real quick, these are the shoes that I wore on my way here. But these shoes suck for legs. And if you come into the gym wearing Nike Air Maxes, or these are the Ons that are soft, these are super soft, I don't recommend you doing legs on those. What I'm wearing today are shoes that are literally 12 years old. These shoes, they're 12 years old. Nike Romaleos, weightlifting shoes. You don't need weightlifting shoes, but when it comes to shoes for your leg day, I recommend flat soles that are hard, that don't really give too much. So you do want to kind of have like some ankle support. But with that said, let's warm up. So here's what my warm up usually looks like. Warm up including mobility action. I'll literally just get down on one knee and I'll do this sexy move right here. Look at that right there. Bringing the hips back and forth. When I bring my leg back, I try to lock that leg out, keeping my foot flat on the floor. Then from that move, I'll get down, grab my foot with my opposite hand, get into a glute stretch, but then get that rotation in my spine because most injuries happen in the rotational plane. So you want to rotate as much as you can. And also, before your heavy lift, you don't want to do any static stretches. You want to kind of just move, get the circulation going. So here's another one. Some people call this the best stretch in the world, but basically, this is another rotation stretch. It's all mobility. You're really getting that groin stretched out right here on my right groin. And then if you look at my rear foot, it's pivoting. My rear foot comes on the inside of my foot to get that balance, and then it comes out. So you just rotate through that upper spine. It's really good for your thoracic extension, but basically just fixing your posture. The more you rotate, the better. And here I'm pushing my knee out and moving my leg back and forth. Now, you got to find your tightness. So wherever you feel tight, just kind of push against that a little bit. And then this is what I always finish off with. I squeeze my butt when I kick my leg out, and then I have my knee touch my elbow. This is just to put some blood into my butt muscle. I'll do this like 5-10 times or something like that. And then the funny move, I'll go into cat camels. First, I'll kind of go into just like a cobra stretch where I look at the ceiling and then I bring it all the way back. And this, you'll mostly feel this in your upper spine, in your thoracic spine. And then after that, you do the cat camels where you round arch. That's why they're called cat camels. Honestly, if you just do this 25 times every single day, you are going to increase the lubrication of just your overall spine. You're going to keep it going. And it's just really good for your spine health. Here's a little bit more advanced move, and I know it looks really weird, but yeah, this is possible. What you do is you rotate through your hips, and you just kind of feel your hips out where you do the cat camel, but in a rotational motion. And then I always finish this move off with some straight arm push-ups. So these are push-ups where you keep your arms straight, and what it does is it kind of activates your rear delts and your rhomboids and just your shoulder action. Then for my warm-up, I will either get on jump rope or I'll get on the assault bike, airdyne bike right here. I usually hit 25 calories in a minute. So it's like one all-out sprint, and after that, you're good. Now, the warm-up that I had for today is very simple. Basically, just toes to bar. That's what they're called. These are more like toes to ball because I have these little balls on my pull-up bar, but really what this does is you keep your arms straight in a pull-up position and you use your lower stomach muscle to bring your legs up. It doesn't have to be super pretty, but you want to activate your core and really that front side of your stomach and also your hip flexors because you're going to need those. And then I go straight into a GHD leg curl here. Now, if you can't do this yet, then you can wrap a band around you and hook it up to something behind you. But this is all hamstrings. Hamstrings is where my hands are right now. It's all just straight up hamstrings. And hamstrings are usually weak, especially if you sit down a lot. I like to work my hamstrings at least twice a week, because if you keep the backside of your legs strong, then it also really improves your knee health. Then finish this warm up off with some jumping Bulgarians. And the reason I'm doing jumping Bulgarians is because the main lift for today is Bulgarians. So whenever you do a jumping or explosive exercise before you do the big lift, it excites all the muscle and you really wake up every single muscle fiber that you're going to need. So real quick, when it comes to that warm-up round, you do that 3 times. Feel how it goes, kind of auto-regulate yourself. If you feel like after 2 rounds that you're already properly warm, then just cut it there, because you want to make sure you save all your energy for the big lift that's coming up. Now, very important, when you do this warm-up round, I did hanging leg raises, GHD leg curls, and then jumping Bulgarians. Make sure you take 45 to 60 seconds of rest every round. So after the jumping Bulgarians, I'll wait 45 to 60 seconds before I do another round. Very important, because with all due respect, a lot of just overweight people in general, I understand if you're frustrated, you want to lose the fat, you want to get rid of it right away. So what do? You go to the gym and you feel like you always have to be moving. But when it comes to lifting weights, it's not like that. The only time you always have to be moving is when you're doing like cardio or some type of aerobics or whatever. But when you're lifting weights, it's about going very, very intense and then letting your heart rate drop all the way back down. Because you want to let your heart rate drop all the way back down, because then you're properly prepared for the next round and you can be with good form in the next round and give it your all. So 60 seconds of rest in between every round. Yeah, and then it was time for the big lift. Now, first I did a couple warm-up sets. This is just one of those warm-up sets. And this is how I set up my Bulgarians. You see how I have like 2 pads and a little cushion on top right there, so I have something that my knee can land on. This is my warm-up set. I did this with, I believe, 55-pound dumbbells. And then I went up to 80-pound dumbbells, and then eventually I did the 100-pound dumbbells. But the warm-up set is really just to kind of like emphasize that form and just really activate the muscle. Now, here is the first big set. I was really psyching myself up for this. I was playing my favorite Britney Spears song. And this is, I believe, my left leg first. This one actually went pretty smooth. 100 pounds. You can see in my face, I'm gasping for oxygen, exploding up, trying to get up as fast as possible. And you can see in my face that I'm just slightly uncomfortable with a big fat vein coming through my left neck. I don't even know what that thing is right there. But anyway, this is not a good profile pic right here. Damn. I look like some kind of alien right here. Anyway, then I get all aggressive and I throw the dumbbells down, which you should not do. Don't ever do that. Now, here's my right leg, and I have some audio of this right leg. I kind of figured, let me record the grunting to get some emotion behind it. So I get myself situated. My right leg, a little bit ugly. Ooh, a little bit ugly right there, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm making noises. Here we go. Cleaning louder. Yeah, good thing nobody was there. Oh, yeah, this is when it gets really ugly. And that vein, the return of the vein. I think this is what, 6, 7? And this is where my grip gives out. So as you saw, I hit like 7.5 reps at the end. But that's not what this is about. This is also not about really anything else. But the main story is that, going on a different topic, if you're feeling a little bit sad, feeling a little bit depressed, feeling a little bit like needing fulfillment, those are all things that could be coming from very legit reasons. But just like you will never see a motorcycle parked in front of a psychiatrist's office, because riding motorcycles is amazing therapy, lifting weights is also amazing mental therapy. But for everybody watching this, if you feel like you need something in your life to release aggression, to tax your limits, to really see what you are made of, and it's you versus you, and realizing that nobody is really watching, and only you know if you're giving it your all, and if you're getting better every week, And then strength training is the answer. Strength training is also the fountain of youth. Strength training is always going to be the medicine of choice. So, hope you got something from this video. I'm going to go finish up my workout with some finishers. And if you take just one more thing from this, it's that your workout does not have to be over an hour long. Just come in, warm up, lift heavy, do some finishers at the end, finish in 45 to 60 minutes. And the goal for you is to get stronger every single week. As long as you're getting stronger every single week, what you do in the gym is you tear muscle apart. When you go home, when you eat, sleep, drink water, that's when you regrow the muscle, especially during your sleep. So on the same realm of mental health, there's only a couple things that really matter in life, really. It's being with your loved ones, it's making money, being all you can be, and getting your calories and your protein right, and drinking enough water, and getting some movement in, because that's the ultimate form of stress relief. Yeah, and then the finisher for this workout was GHD extensions, which is great for your glutes, hamstrings, and especially your lower back. It really isolates that muscle right there, right above your butt. Now, the way I do it here is I grab two 25-pound plates, and I grab those rubber plates that are kind of beat up, and the thing is, these are called bumper plates, and you can kind of drop these. They won't get, they won't smash anything. And I'll do 8 reps on 50 pounds. And then I'll do another 8 reps on that 25 pounds. So it's almost like you're doing like a drop set. But what it does is start with the heavy weight. And then as you get tired, you just loosen the weight up. And now I'll do 16 reps on body weight. And here's what you need to know about lower back muscle. Lower back muscle responds favorably to high reps because there's not a lot of blood flowing through that area. So you got to do high reps to excrete all the toxins and also just overall build that lower back muscle. And this burns, by the way. As you can see in my face,